It's while the 2 years after Erica Jane infamously predicted that PK and Dorit would be the next couple to bite the dust, she also became the first girl in the friend group that Dorit broke the news of her separation to. And while Erica has gone through her hell over the last couple of years with the legal woes haunting Tom Girardi, it's pretty interesting to see how she's become somewhat of a stable shoulder for the girls going through the most. The girls are spiraling. And on the first couple of episodes on season 14 of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, she's had to listen attentively and without judgment as both Kyle and Dorit navigate their respective separations. And I've seen a couple of people jumping on the internet already about Erica's far more laid-back storyline and laid-back presence on the show, almost as if her spot has become a little secondary, and that's something that might spark some concerns about whether she would face the chop in the near future. But I much rather like that she's been a girl's girl so far this season, and the girl's girl to girls that clearly need it the most. Prior to last year's explosive fallout that peaked at their reunion, the safe space could have been Kyle for Dorit, but that friendship is currently going through its own drama. And not only that, but Kyle herself is dealing with the collapse of her own marriage to Mauricio. And what I find interesting as far as their separations are concerned, besides the timing, seeing that they are both going through the exact same thing at the same time, it's also the fact that the husbands seem to be moving on just a little bit faster. Well, to some degree, because Mauricio is already replacing Kyle with Dancing with the Stars partner Emma Slater in some of the photographs at his desk. Oh, certain, which is pretty wild considering they have agreed to use this time apart to work on themselves and see if there's any possibility of a reconciliation. But it isn't though, is it? Shortly after the news of the split went public, Mauricio was cast on season 32 of Dancing with the Stars and was paired up with Emma, who had just split from her husband Sasha Farber in 2022. And over the course of their season, the budding Beverly Hills star and the pro dancer were spotted cozying up on a few occasions. In October 2023, the two were photographed holding hands while smiling and laughing before going to dinner together in Beverly Hills. And during a subsequent appearance on Watch What Happens Live, Andy Cohen, Missy Andy, asked Kyle if she thought something was going on between the two.
Yeah, that was, yes, that hurt my feelings.
Do you think something's going on there?
I mean, holding hands like that. I mean, Andy, I really don't. Why are you doing this to me? Well, I just don't think you hold hands like that with somebody.
I'm sorry,
I don't know if anything's happened
They're in
yet.
Beverly Hills. Like, it's not like they're in some remote location. They're in the middle of Beverly Hills. You know that photographers are going to follow you.
Well, the thing is this. I don't know if anything's happened yet, but obviously there's something there. And listen, I love him very much, and we are amicable. But that really did hurt me.
Teddy, do you know something? Now, Emma and Mauricio shut the dating rumors down in October 2023, with the real estate agent stating they were not dating. The pair have kept in touch as friends, it says here. And Kyle has maintained on episode 2 that both her and Mauricio are being really cool and laid back as far as possible around their separation, with no rush to file. Not the smartest move, according to certain, who caught up with Kyle and quickly got real with her, telling her the best possible move she could take right now is to file for divorce as soon as possible. That is, to avoid any messy drama surrounding their prenuptial agreement, and so that any further money that Kyle makes from here on out will just belong to her. Kyle has been hating that conversation, and to some extent, I do get her mourning the sad loss of her once beautiful marriage. I might have gotten close to shedding a tear in the premiere episode where we saw just how empty her house is now that Mauricio and one of her daughters moved out back to back in such a short space of time. And in one of her confessionals, Kyle did mention that she believes that she and Mauricio would be able to work things out without the typical nastiness that surround most divorces. Now, both Sutton and Kathy think she's being a little naive, that this might get nasty fairly quickly. And I'd listen to Sutton. She literally gets $300,000 a month in spousal support every month. Dorit was just as taken aback at the speed at which PK declared himself a single man. She's mortified that he would refer to himself in that way, seeing as they aren't divorcing so much as separating with a mutual goal of finding their way back where they used to be. But after going through the episode lambasting that man and airing him out for having an alcohol problem, she still got offended that he's been updating his wardrobe in a bid to get in shape for what? The possibility of dating soon? They have a lot of problems though, because PK really just thinks Dorit is obnoxious and highly demanding of an affluent lifestyle, and if you were reading between the lines, PK has been insinuating that keeping up with all that has taken its toll on him and the marriage. He became resentful, and I don't know, he seems to already be laying down the foundations for a way forward without Dorit. Now, there's been a lot happening here, but with the house robberies and the post-traumatic stress disorder that PK has been slamming his Dorit just wanting to be obnoxious without being called, well, obnoxious. Shoo! Comment down below. Like and share this video and subscribe to the channel. Now, the things PK was saying at that dinner, that Dorit will always be family, and since they will continue to co-parent, they will need to find a way to start establishing a new way to maintain good contact. But, and this is a kicker, he wants boundaries on how much they are currently communicating. They are currently talking like 5 times a day, and he got quite real about that being unsustainable and that it will have to stop. He wants them to end their codependency as part of figuring this out. Yo, marriage is so intense. I'd lose it having to reimagine my entire life without the person I'd been married to for 10 years, with children and a whole life together. Dorit has also revealed that PK is still not living with them, but that a divorce is still also not on the cards.
No, you are not divorced.
No, we're not.
You are separated.
Yes.
And divorce is not in process.
No, and nor is it even a topic of conversation.
How are the kids?
The kids are great.
And how are they handling you two being separated?
They, they don't know that we are separated, even though,
he's not living in the house.
He's not living in the house. He has an apartment. They stay with him on the weekend, but they think he's working. He's staying in town because he's got a lot of work there. And as long as PK and I are friendly and things are pretty normal for them, they're okay.
But the big conversation right now is how Dorit has not let Kyle off the hook even once. She's clearly fed up with Kyle and has been airing her out for being manipulative, deceptive, and controlling. Now, we've picked up from where we left at the season 13 reunion, where cracks in Dorit and Kyle's friendship reached their peak there. Cool. Even then, Dorit was saying, "How dare you send me a text about not wanting to lose me in your life and all that and carrying on when you ghosted me the second filming rep simply because I stepped down from my role as your sidekick with no opinions. You also tossed me to the side as soon as Morgan became your new fixation and you ghosted me for your other friends." For Dorit, that text reeked of fakeness. She was saying, "Girl, you're as fake as hell, and this is the sort of desperate last-minute damage control that I don't care for." And when they got the opportunity to hash it out at Sutton's party, we find out that they still have not said a word to each other since their reunion, and that Dorit is prepared to read her for filth every chance she gets. The fallout between Kyle Richards and Dorit has been a simmering tension that reached a boiling point at the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills season 13 reunion and has carried into the first episodes of season 14. Their issues are rooted in long-standing grievances, with each woman feeling hurt and betrayed by the other. Dorit told Bose that actually Kyle's list of grievances change every other day simply because she does not want to take accountability and does not want to be called out for her BS. Kyle, on the flip side, believes that Dorit is only expressing her issues with her only now that she's mad at her. How convenient to justify yourself by saying, "Oh, but you've really been awful, Kyle." It doesn't take a genius to work it out that the truth is, Kyle has harbored a grudge against Dorit for actions that seem to favor her sister, Kathy Hilton, during their feud. She keeps bending around this one, but it's clear that where the lines were drawn on the sand. This resentment was fueled by Dorit's BravoCon comment ranking Kathy higher than Kyle in importance to her, which Kyle viewed as a deliberate slight. These girls have allowed the messy questions of BravoCon to really mess their lives up. I don't know why they never learned, because just last season, Erica's comments about PK and Dorit's marriage being the next one to jump out the window really caused a lot of friction between them.
I think it's Dorit and PK.
But here we are again. Also, there was a read on season 13 that stung a little, or a lot, for Kyle, when Erica said that both Sutton and Dorit were going to keep fawning over Kathy because she throws the best parties in town. She far outranks Kyle in terms of pull and influence amongst the Beverly Hills high society, and the girls don't want to be left out. I think that might be part of the issue with Kyle, that she maybe sometimes always feels a little overshadowed by Kathy, who she still feels bosses her around like a little sister. Additionally, at the season 12 reunion, Dorit's repeated interruptions appear to support Kathy, prompting Kyle to shush her in frustration. Kyle had also claimed that Dorit's behavior at BravoCon 2023, such as questioning Kyle's emotional reaction to her marital issues, felt dismissive and unsupportive. Dorit was deeply hurt by Kyle's comments on Amazon Live, where Kyle dismissed the closeness of their friendship, calling it an exaggeration. This public denial stung Dorit, as she felt it made her look foolish after years of a close bond that included family trips and significant personal moments. Dorit also expressed frustration that Kyle seemed to retreat from their friendship, maintaining close contact with others while pulling away specifically from her. She interpreted Kyle's actions as punitive and controlling, particularly when Dorit didn't align with Kyle's perspective during conflict. Kyle, on the other hand, has been maintaining that, oh, I do retreat every time I go through something. In this case, the troubles in her marriage last year, but Dorit wasn't having it because PK and Mauricio are still close friends, and girl, I know that you've continued to kiki and maintain closeness with your other friends. See, are those the girls that aren't exaggerating their friendship with you, Kyle? At the season 13 reunion, tensions escalated when Dorit shared a private text from Kyle in which Kyle asked her to not discuss the issues on camera. Kyle viewed this as a betrayal of their trust, further souring their relationship. Dorit, however, felt justified, arguing that the reunion was the only platform to address unresolved issues. Their strained dynamic continues into season 14, with Dorit confronting Kyle about the hurt caused by her retreat and public dismissal of their friendship. Kyle countered that her withdrawal was due to personal struggles. This fractured friendship is particularly sad given the strong bond their husbands, Mauricio and PK, continue to share. It remains to be seen if the two women will be able to mend their relationship, but for now, their discord is a central storyline on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills season 14. And let me tell you something, Dorit is pissed. I think everything happening with PK and all, she's just allowed herself to be unhinged a little bit, to spiral a little bit, and in this case, to come hard for Kyle. I'm sad for this version of her. There's also the thing about Kyle and Morgan. The ongoing speculation about Kyle Breach's friendship with Morgan Wade has become a prominent subplot on the show. Kyle has faced rumors questioning the nature of her relationship with Morgan, particularly after they appeared in Morgan's music video and traveled with her to South Africa. Fans have speculated about Kyle's sexuality and connecting that to the state of her marriage to Mauricio. However, Kyle has firmly dismissed these rumors, stating in interviews that their bond is rooted in friendship. She noted that Morgan found the media attention overwhelming, particularly when linked to the show, which is why Morgan has largely distanced herself from the spotlight surrounding Kyle's RHOBH appearances. Yeah, no, so far, so good this season. Above all things, the glove seems to be coming off, and that's quite interesting to see. I'm keeping eyes on Bozoma, who I think is made for stellar casting this season. There's a discussion right now on the internet about how Bozoma, Stacey on The Real Housewives of Potomac, and my girl Bronin on The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City have collectively breathed some fresh life into the Housewives universe, and I'm afraid I have to agree. Tell me what you think of all the drama on this season so far. Comment down below, like and share this video, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching up to here. Until next time, bye.